sperm cells, right? And you have the sperm cells that is the combination of the whole sperm, right? But it's not something that on the eye you can see it, but rather when you put it on the microscope and the light, the individual can see it. So therefore, each of them, they will be like millions in one semen, in one ejaculation. I'm talking about millions of them. But only one, barakallahu feekum, will survive. There are millions that will come out from the testicle of the man, but only one of them will survive. And this is when it come in contact with what? With the egg of the woman, and there will be ovulation and ila akhir, until fecundation, until the like of pregnancy and the like. So therefore, that article say that one young kid maybe was playing with himself in the pool and ejaculated, and 16 or 11 of the young girls that was there became pregnant from him, which is very possible. Which is very possible. Which is extremely possible. Which is very possible. A woman can get pregnant.
Right. They was in a pool naked or something.
I mean, no, I'm saying.
Through the bathing suit?
No, yeah, it would come out though. It's not going to stick.
No, I mean, for them, for the women, it gotta.
Yeah, but I'm saying that if the women are wearing a bathing suit, the water is entering everywhere. There's no place that the water don't go in. So ala kullin, let's say if those women, they were pregnant, and they were married before, right? Now, is the sentence going to be on them? No. Because, barakallah fi, it is not something that they fornicated and it happened. It happened by what is, as Shaykh Ubaid Hafidhullah, he mentioned shabaha. There is some type of, some type of doubts in this, or some type of, legality in this. طيب? Or, for instance, and this is why, barakallah fikum, in some of places where people share, it happened, believe me. We will not say that, we will not think it happened because we're in America, but it happened. In places where people, they share the same, what you call that, towel. Yes. Yeah, you use the towel, right? You dry it up and then hang it. Somebody else come and use it. It is very possible. Because the sperm, even dried, could have life. Even dry could have life. Even the dry sperm could have life. So now the dry sperm, let's say the woman, this young girl, she was, finished bathing, she just took one towel of the, and the man was wiping himself, and it happened that he had ejaculated on whatever the case might be. However it is, and she become pregnant like this. It's very possible. This is why Shaykh Ubaid Hafidhullah mentioned this. So in terms like this, let's say the woman can say, look, I never had no contact with no man. So the qadi or the hakim will take a specialized doctor to, barakallah fikum, run the investigation and see. Because it is also possible to know whether the woman has been raped or not. If the tissues has been broken in a way, then it is a proof that she has been what? She has been, the vaginal tissues have been broken, that it's a way to know that there has been what? There has been a rape. Or the clothing, remember the qissa of Yusuf alayhi salatu wassalam. By way of the clothes being ripped from the front or the back, it was established that he was not the one that went to the woman. But rather he was running away from the woman. So therefore, these are, barakallahu fikum, the two conditions of a rajm. So one is that the person has to be muhsin, and the second one is that there should be proofs and evidence, or the individual come and confess. And inshallah ta'ala, when we'll be reading from the explanation of Shaykh Ahmed al-Najmi rahimahullah, we'll be reading from some people that came to the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and they confess to, barakallahu fikum, what they have done. ثم خلص المصنف. And Imam Ahmed rahimahullah, he concluded this by saying, إلا أدلة التي ترد شبهة الخوارج والعقلانيين اليوم مثل يوسف القرضاوي. He said that Imam Ahmed rahimahullah, he refuted the doubts of the Khawarij and the Aqlaniyin, meaning those who use their rational. All they use is their rational. They use their rational. He said the likes of the present day time Aqlani Yusuf al-Qaradawi. He say, أقولها, that I'm saying this and saying his name out loud and clear. ولا كرامة, with no respect for him. Allahu Akbar. With no respect for him. He say, أنا أعلم, I know for a fact. I know for a fact. Excuse me. لا أمكن من دخول البلد الذي يقيم فيه أعلم هذا. He say that there is no doubt that I will be prevented, meaning by taking this position against this individual, I could be prevented from what? From entering the place where he is held as being the most knowledgeable. And then I'm not going to be surprised that they will not, they will not be a good host for me. They will not be a good host for me. He say, Aqlani, he is a rationalist. He say, Yunkiru ar-rajm, he deny that which is the stoning. Yusuf al-Qaradawi. He say, وَيَقُولُ, and he say, this is what Yusuf al-Qaradawi say, وَكَيْفَ يَكُونُ ar-rajm, then how possible is the rajm? How possible is the rajm? He say, لَوْ كَانَ هَذَا زَانِي فِي الْقُطْبِ, except that the individual to be on the pole. Now he is rejecting the rajm, barakallahu fikum. Shaykh Ubaid, he say, unzuru, kayfa al-falsafa. He say, look how the philosophers. He say, وَمُعَارَضُةُ النُّصُوص, and those who repel and turn away, and those who reject the text, بِالْقِيَاسِ الْفَاسِدَةِ, from those analogies that are, barakallahu fikum, the false analogy, the batil analogy, the analogy that are a falsehood. He say, هَذَا قِيَاسُ يُشْبِهُهُ قِيَاسُ إِبْلِيسِ. He say he is drawing an analogy, the likes of the analogy of the shaitan. The analogy of the shaitan. Anybody remember the analogy of the shaitan? We covered this one time. The analogy of the shaitan.
Because Adam is created from clay.
Right?
And he's created from the fire.
Ahsanta. So when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala commanded him to prostrate, right? لِمَا مَنَعَكَ, what prevented you? أَن تَسْجُدَ, that you prostrate. لِمَا خَلَقْتُ بِيَدَيْ, that which I have created with my two hands, with my both hands. He say, Allah, خَلَقْتَهُ مِن تُرَاب, you created from clay. وَخَلَقْتَنِي مِن نَارٍ, and you created me from the fire. So his concept was what? That the fire was better than the clay. And the amr was what? Al-aks. Huh? Yes. What you say? I won't say that. Because it was not a race issue. It was not a black and white or Mexican Africans like that. It was, he created from clay, he created from the fire. That's safe. We take the safe path, inshallah ta'ala. And this is very important, barakallahu fiqh, that we take the safe path. Not to be trying to be intelligent over the text. Or to bring it, to say statement that we don't have no salaf in it. Let's say if I say that, well, Iblis was the first racist, what would be my proof? Is there any salaf that preceded me in that? Now I would have a problem. You tell me, Akhi, you say this, who from the salaf preceded you? هَلْ لَكَ إِمَامٌ فِي هَذَا, do you have an imam in this? Where you get this from? And I start scratching myself. My back, right? Because, I might lose my kufi, lose few hairs and the like. So he say that this is the qiyas of Iblis. So therefore he mentioned that indeed, that there are these texts, that the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam has done the rajm. And likewise, the Sahaba, the Khulafa al-Rashidun, they have done the rajm. And likewise the A'imma min as-Sahaba, he say, mimman ba'dahum, and those from the leaders, from the Imams of the Sahaba, that was after the Khulafa al-Rashidun, they have done the rajm likewise. And he say, likewise, bal wujida ar-rajm fi ayatin min al-Qur'an. But rather they used to find in the Qur'an ayat of rajm. They used to find in the Qur'an ayat of rajm. He say, tutla, that was read at that time. But after that, thumma nusikhat tilawatuha wa baqiya hukmuha. that those verses of rajm, they were in the Quran, and the reading part of it has been made naskh, abrogated, and the ruling remain. So from this, inshallah ta'ala, he talks about ayat in the Quran that was once in the Quran and has been abrogated, but the ruling is still present. So this comes to lead us to know what is an ayah that is mansukh, or what is a nuskh, meaning what is what is abrogation, and how many types of abrogation. And this is, inshallah, for this we'll have to write bi'idhnillahi tabaraka wa ta'ala. النسخ في اللغة, the word abrogation in the language. The word abrogation in the language. So we'll have the language and what? And the Sharia. Allahu Akbar. So النسخ في اللغة. For those who will want the paper afterward, I can copy it, inshallah. أحسن الله إليك. النسخ في اللغة, abrogation in the language. الرفع والإزالة. الرفع والإزالة. الرفع, right? والإزالة. الرفع والإزالة. الرفع والإزالة. It means lifting or removing. الرفع, lifting, or al-izala, right? Al-izala meaning removing, like izalatul, right? Very good. Izalatul najasa, or izalatul عن الطريق. Yes, izalatul adha عن الطريق. So this is the meaning of al-nuskh in the language, meaning al-izala wal-raf'u. Al-raf'u, to lift up something, to lift something. Wal-raf'u, meaning to lift. Wal-izala, and to remove something, right? Wal-izala, to remove something. Fil istilah, in the Sharia, when we hear the word, what word? La. An-nuskh, yes, an-nuskh. An-nuskh, when we hear the word abrogated, what does abrogated mean in the Arabic language? We say it means removing or lifting. Now in the istilah, in the Sharia, it means رفع حكم الدليل الشرعي. رفع دليل أو رفع حكم دليل شرعي أو لفظه بدليل من الكتاب والسنة. It means in the istilah رفع حكم الدليل الشرعي أو لفظه, right, بدليل من الكتاب والسنة. It is to remove the ruling or lifting the ruling that is indicated by the Sharia. It is to lift or remove the ruling indicated by a Sharia text. By a Sharia text, on the basis of the evidence of the Quran and the Sunnah. Of the Quran and the Sunnah. It is رفع حكم الدليل الشرعي, removing or lifting the ruling indicated by a Shar'i text, بدليل من الكتاب والسنة, on the basis of the text from the Quran and the Sunnah, right? So it is either lifting the text or the ruling. based on a text from the Quran